station, waiting for the train. Take me away from this lonesome town. Without me lodging, I'm already done. Put me down. Alright, what's up guys? It's been a long time, I know. I'm very busy. Went back to school in classical guitar. So, that's a request I had. So I'm thinking sometimes about my channel, so just trying to make a little answer some requests. Here from this book, Winterland 68. I'll show here. So here's the intro. So you slide from 7 to 9, and then you bend, then the 2 notes, and then there's a little trill of 5 and 6. Again slide. So I guess just playing it explains it. What I can add on it. It's really easy, even for me. But talking, I'm doing very super well. But it's simple stuff. But to be right on the staccato, well on the beat. It's so empty that it makes it more full. And if you want to do like, it's more like a solo, but just it's an intro, you know. So it's not easy to make very precision in the timing. So it's tempting to do it, but it's very like, so I kind of contract, even might add a little to make sure I get strong on the beat. And those notes open ER also staccato. Sometimes so those 2 notes comes from the E major and D. But it sounds well, you know, and with a little distortion, this is gonna sound cool. And last thing I can say, it's all in the pick of the attack, you know. If you play like it's not as striking as that. So try to find a good tone. Okay, so then later on, the next riff is. So just basic slide. And sometimes it goes here at the 5. Again, the sound, open string, and this one you can bend it again. So the first beat is always the low E, and then the second beat is 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1. So it's pretty much just a jam, that song. So that's a kind of Hendrix thing, trill, open E licks, 6 sometimes, or sometimes it goes here, the D and this, to get out of the beat, and always the minor third. That's cool just to learn to, and some pentatonic lick. So it's easy now, but the thing is to try to make feeling. That's what's behind find the note sometimes, you can press the G string. He does that. The blue note. Just trying to give you an idea to improvise. So here is like it's good to have like a little simple line that you repeat on. Let's see, here he does it every at a beat 2. 1, 2, 2, and then the famous. You're gonna take the next string under your finger. And then it's just like experiment. When I improvise, I try to get surprised by the notes. You don't really think about it. You try to build a momentum until you kind of get crazy. So one thing I could say last thing with soloing is it's really difficult, but you have to really lock in with the bass, really listen to it, and kind of if you play as notes but with different notes, and you get surprised by yourself sometimes. Of course, all the good notes that's not gonna. You gotta go back to there a lot of times, so it sounds good and safe. But other time I go with different notes if notes we bend more rarely and different position. And sometimes you can a little lick on 3 and 3 notes. I try it on the other strings. And of course, Hendrix, you gotta be super comfortable with the first position, so it's really good home here. It's really like, oh. And sometimes we get so nervous and we think about, we don't forget about if you can play even guitar with one or two notes. So we're in a safe place. You can go more inwards in yourself and let go of, oh, I have to make a good solo and good skills. Am I good enough? So this is a good place to like do repetitive stuff, and sometimes that's the most fun to listen in. So you have like to have be little lines like you can build like a. So the pull-offs and hammer really help. A little thing, Hendrix does it a lot, or is it me who found it? I'm not sure, but that's what I hear. So it's like I do a little rake. Like if I strum the string, I get 1, 2 string, and then up, and then pull off. So you can. I just improvised some time and I did that little lick. It's not super clean. I'm not like saying some people have way more complicated chops, it's cleaner, but if you want to do like Hendrix, it's more you when I got something honest and with a good tone and a great just feeling. So it's not too much about like doing like super technical stuff. The feeling comes first. So you really have to try to wanna say something and try to have some kind of vision, feeling, and express it. So emotions how do you get really like in the mood of the piece? Like, is it slow? Is it like really, what kind of vibe do you get it in? That's all. You kind of channel something you like from the higher realm dimensions and happiness. Sometimes our world is so difficult, we suffer so much. This is like a reminder, like we hope there's a possible way to be like very happy. Or maybe I'm talking too much again. So yeah, the whole process is try to get free. And the main thing is always the rhythm. Like in the beginning, you have to feel it in your body before like in your fingers. So you're kind of getting into the dance. So you got your big targets like the strong beat, and then your fingers can fill in sometimes. So you always like land on the, that's the way to go, I guess. At least for us beginners. Because I used to not do that and not be very tight on the beat. The more you play, like the goal is to have fun, so it becomes like a bit endless. So you see, I'm trying to show you like. You explore different like just strings. This is just soloing, but then your next part is to, if you stay like for half an hour in the same place, you gotta change like the place on the neck, lower. And what is hard to me, I find, is we have to give breaks and phrases. Like you breathe, you say something, and you breathe again. So you have to introduce your lick. And often Hendrix, I find, is like, it's like there's a way to, not necessarily always a slide, but there's a pickup R and an ending. And what is hard is like to really sing it. That's what you're gonna play. That's what I'm trying to do, and it's difficult. I listen back to my recording, and I know like I'm a bit lost. So if I would like be able to sing, or it's playing in my head before I play, but I don't really know how to get there yet. Because sometimes like you play stuff that you don't necessarily like plan to do before. But at least if it's tight in rhythm, it can still be good, and you get surprised and you live with it. You commit to that note. So that was the jamming, like you experiment and, oh, I did the wrong note. But this long note, you just can land to another next note, and it sounds okay in that, if you know how to land. So like chromatism, or I don't know, stuff like this. Alright, I think I've talked enough, guys. Have a great night, and hope you're somebody. I enjoyed that. See you soon.